I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So I got to speak on the Monday Night Football game. A little late with the video, but it is what it is. I got to talk about it because guess what? At the end of the day, that Detroit Lions defense, I wasn't impressed. No, I wasn't impressed at all, though. I wasn't impressed at all. So let's just get right into the game. First of all, the Lions have a great O-line. You can't deny that. You cannot deny that. Their O-line is nasty, tough, gritty, strong, big, block, pass block, run block, all that, homie. All that, no cap. Can't deny it. Even as a Vikings fans, you know they the raggedy Lions every time we step on the field with them. But what I saw Monday night, they ran the ball at will. They ran the ball at will, my boy. You hear? Got to respect it. Shout out to the O-line. One of the best O-line, if not the best O-line in the NFL. That's very debatable. Very debatable. Some may say yes. Some may say no. You hear? No cap, man. They had over 50 rushing yards on the first scoring drive. They even you saw it. Was it the game last week or the week before when they went to overtime? Who was they playing? They was playing. Was it the Rams? They were playing. It was playing somebody, but they handed the ball off and just ran the ball to finish out the overtime to win the game. When your O-line can just block, and you can move and just maneuver and move body, you can hand the ball off, and the opposing team knows what's coming, and they still can't stop it. Whether they put 8, 9, 10 in the box, you hear me, blitz everybody, and they still can't do nothing about it, and they know what's coming. That's a superior O-line. Heavy, no cap. That's a superior O-line, dog. Gotta respect it, dog. We talk about turnovers. You talk about turnovers during the game, turnovers here and there. DK Metcalf, he had a big fumble. Big fumble. The Seahawks were driving. The Detroit Lions recovered, took advantage of it, changed momentum, gave the Lions more momentum. The score was 14-0. You take away that fumble, the Seahawks score, tie the game, it could have been a different outcome. Yeah. Turnovers in big games, big moments, man, they can cost you the game. They can cost you the game, dog. Heavy. But what the thing about that, even after that turnover, that fumble, Seattle responded. I got to respect the fight Seattle has, man. They had a lot of injuries, too. We can't forget that. They had a lot of injuries. Damn near their whole front line injured, right? But the way those boys fought, got to respect it. Got to tip your hat off to the Seattle Seahawks, dog. They fought hard. You got to respect a team that fought hard because they could have folded. They could have gave in, caved in. So that says a lot about Mike, what's his name? Mike O'Connell, their new head coach. Mike something, my bad if I messed his name up. But shout out respect to the Hawks for the way they fought back. Got to respect it, dog. Respect a team that fight back. Second half notes. Geno Smith is good, homie. Geno Smith is good. You might have to put him in top 6 as far as NFL quarterbacks, dog. The throws he delivers, the way he can stand in that pocket and let it rip, dog. Huh? Especially delivering throws, being under pressure. He was under pressure the whole night. Seattle's O-line is very suspect. He was under pressure the whole night, and he stood in that pocket and let it rock it, homie. He stood, and he got to rock it. Heavy. I'm saying, though. I'm saying, dog. Got to respect Geno Smith. Top 6 quarterback, definitely, dog. From the way he can scramble, he can keep plays alive. His arm is just a strong arm, dog. A strong arm. Accuracy, accurate, being accurate under pressure. We can't forget about that. He was getting hit in the mouth all night. He stood in that pocket and delivered big throw after big throw, period, dog. Kept Seattle in the game. You hear me? I'm saying, let's give props when props are due. Can we do that, though? Shout out Geno Smith, man. Shout out Geno Smith. Similar situation to Sam Darnold. Everybody counted him out, said he was washed, said he wasn't this, he wasn't that. Went to the Seahawks, got another chance, took full advantage of it, homie. Now he's balling. You got to put him up there, upper echelon of quarterbacks. I don't care what nobody talking about. Geno Smith, one of them guys. Oh yeah, one of them guys, man. You got to question. It was a questionable call when he chose to go for 2. Kick the field goal, but at the end of the day, probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. Heavy. The Lions have firepower, dog. The Lions have a lot of firepower, dog. Jared Goff, got to respect Jared Goff. He's another quarterback. He's now putting the Lions on his back, carrying the team at times. What did he go, 18 for 18 the whole game? Hey, Jared Goff balling, dog. And I know he a Raggedy Lions fans us Vikings fans don't rock with him after the game. Respect, but we know what it is. Got them boys coming to our home. We're going to take their heads off. But Jared Goff is a great player. Set 18-18 a whole game. No incompletions. Very rare, dog. Very rare. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen a lot, dog. Got to respect that, right? But Jared Goff, his pocket presence, pocket awareness, the way he sees the field, throws his receivers open. He can make any throw, deep pass, intermediate, short, out to the flats. Great quarterback, dog. Great quarterback, no cap. So the Lions knew what they was doing when they acquired Jared Goff, man. He's playing great football. Great football. And when he's on the money like that, I ain't gonna cap. The Lions are very tough to beat. Very tough to beat, huh? No cap. They're very tough. But Jared Goff, man, hey, he same bracket as Geno Smith, one of the top quarterbacks in the league, man. No denying that, dog. No denying that. Seattle got a lot of chunk plays the second half. Their defense just couldn't stop nothing. You hear me? Defense just couldn't stop nothing. And we could talk about the injury they had, but if their defense could have hold up, could have been a different game. You know what I'm saying? Could have been a different game, but their defense is not that great at all. But neither is the Detroit Lions. I wasn't impressed by either defense, dog. Especially the secondary. Both secondaries, very questionable. I think the Vikings going to eat heavy on both of these teams when we play them heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, dog. A lot of penalties for the Seahawks. The Seahawks had a lot of penalties. You can't win, especially big games against great teams. You gotta cut back on the penalties, dog. Turnovers, penalties against great teams. That's how you lose. That's how you lose. Period. But they fought hard. They fought very hard, man. The 4th and 3 PI was huge for them. Lockett, that was a pass interference. I know some people may say, oh, that wasn't pass interference. Cap. Anytime you run into a man and you block him instead of running your route, it's PI. The flag's coming, dog. That was on Lockett. But that 4th and 3, they convert that. Could change the whole outcome of the game as well. Subtle things, man. The little mistakes can be colossal down the stretch. Especially against great elite teams. You got to be on point. Damn near be on your A game. Huh? Can't afford to make mistakes, homie. Well, you playing the best. Detroit, one of the best. Everybody can agree upon that. I'm saying. They one of the best, homie. Seattle bit themselves in the ass. It is what it is. Like I say, both defenses struggle, man. That Detroit Lions back end, suspect, huh? Yes, suspect, huh? Not impressed. And the Seahawks, yeah, they have weapons, but I think the Vikings have more weapons. And then you put TJ Hawkinson back into the equation, it's going to be spooky for them boys. Yeah, Vikings going to eat heavy. I think the Vikings going to eat heavy when they play them boys. And they're going to be refreshed, fresh off a bye week, well rested, healthy, huh? Let's go, man. Let's get it going. Both teams made big stops around the 9-10 minute mark. You saw the game kind of seesaw. Who would take advantage? Who would capitalize on the moment? Seattle had a big stop. Detroit had a big stop. Seattle didn't capitalize. Guess what? Detroit did. Yeah. Detroit did, homie. That's what it's about. Which team takes full advantage of the mistakes, and that's what great teams do. And that's what the Detroit Lions did. Took advantage, period. You have to score points, whether it's a field goal, 3, whether it's a touchdown, 6, field goal plus the field goal 7. Like, you have to take advantage when your defense steps up. And the whole game, it was back and forth. Very exciting, but where's the defense at? That's my question, huh? Think about both of these defenses. They allow teams to score, to run the points up. Yeah. You understand? So that's what the game came down to. Turnovers at big moments. Too many for Seattle, too many penalties. Detroit made the most plays, the big plays at the end, to capitalized off the defensive stops, and it is what it is. But tough fight from Seattle. Gotta respect that, dog. Period. No cap, man. But that's my opinion on it. The Detroit Lions, nobody's scared of no raggedy Lions, dog. Very beatable. Defense, very suspect. Secondary, super suspect. Huh? You know what it is. Let me know how you feel about the video, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, huh? Let's get it. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes forever. Win, lose, or draw. Heavy. Yeah.